Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. We got a crazy show for y'all, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Now, I've been saying for like the last week now, or maybe 2 weeks, that I am really surprised at the level of disrespect LeBron James receives. I really am. Like, the people that are just disrespecting this guy, it makes no sense to me. Whether it's players on the court, players off the court, I'm like, you would think that for as much as this guy is protected, for as much twerking that these guys do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, you know, you would think that he would have a lot of support. I mean, he would have more people respecting him in terms of players and fans and media, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. So apparently Draymond Green and Skip Bayless had like a versus or something, right? Like a showdown. And if you know anything about these two guys, Skip has had some thoughts about Draymond throughout his career and vice versa, right? So apparently these guys got together, a very long conversation. And they started talking about a whole bunch of things, Draymond's career and all of that. But there was a part where Skip started to kind of go at LeBron James. And if you know anything about Draymond don't play with LeBron. It's very weird because they started off beefing. And then now all of a sudden, you know, Draymond be calling that dude his big brother, right? So it's kind of surprising based off of where they started to where they are now. Fantastic. So the conversation starts off and Skip proceeds to call LeBron the B word. To the point where Draymond Green, he said right in front of Draymond Green's face, and you could see that Draymond was uncomfortable. Like he put him in a pretty tough spot. And after he said it, I had to play it back like 3 times. I'm like, yo, did Skip Bayless just call this dude a BIT? You know what? And I'm like, man, you can't make this up. So for those of you who didn't hear this, I want to play it for you now, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to this here.
If you'll allow me to, that when you did lose it for a moment in Game 4 and you did get suspended for Game 5, you became my all-time hero because you got mad at LeBron and you called him a bitch. And I said, that's my guy right there. And he can be occasionally a bitch, just me. Okay.
Well, that's my brother.
I understand. And he is, and I got it.
That's my brother. And it's actually one of the moments I regret.
Okay.
You know, because when I use that word with people, I'll pull it out every now and then on the court. But when I pull that word out, like I'm ready to fight.
I understand.
And so I'm saying this word to you so that you can get ready to fight me.
Well,
back.
it's a fighting word.
You know, it is 1,000% a fighting
You are
word.
signaling it's time
It's
to
time
go.
to fight, right?
Yeah.
So the last time I was called that, and I'm not proud of what I did after, but it is a fighting word, you know. And so when I look back on that moment, it's one I'm not proud of, especially with where our relationship is today. And it's one that, like I said, when I pull that word out, all respect is out the window, you know. And my respect for Bron is through the roof.
I understand. Well, he got over it, right?
But you know, I think in him getting over it was also me going to him and acknowledging that.
So you heard Skip call LeBron James a B. I can't believe he said it. I can't believe he said it. I can't. And Draymond, you could tell Draymond was uncomfortable. But at the same time, I can't believe Skip Bayless called LeBron that. Like, I can't believe he did. Like, he said straight up, you know what I mean? Like, and that's a very disrespectful thing to say to a person, a guy, especially. But it seems like the respect is not there. And then later on in the sound, he asked him, where do you rank LeBron James all time? And he's like, I got him at number 9, and Draymond Green almost fell out of his chair. He almost fell out of his chair. But then something interesting happened, which was Skip began to call the players that he has ranked above LeBron. And Draymond was like, you know, he said Larry Bird. He said Bill Russell. He said Shaq. He said Tim Duncan. He said Kobe. He said Michael Jordan. He said Magic Johnson. I forgot who else he named. But this was something else. And I don't know if LeBron is going to feel a type of way about it. All right? But if he's to feel a type of way, he can't feel a way about it with Draymond Green. Draymond Green is not your freaking, what do you call it? Like, he's not your bodyguard. Like, if Skip said that, you got to say something about it. Or maybe Rich Paul or one of these guys has to stand up and say, yo, like, we're talking sports, and I get that we all have strong opinions, but that's taking it a line too far. He said this guy acts like a bro. I just can't remember journalists speaking this way about Michael Jordan or Kobe. I keep harping back to it because it's an appropriate measuring stick. I don't remember these guys talking about those guys like that. I don't remember it. I don't. And to me, 23 years in, given LeBron's age, you would think that he would have that respect. So it must mean that there's something LeBron has done or continues to do that causes people to be reluctant to give him this respect. Or it could be that they never really had this respect, but because he's still playing, and generally when a player's still playing, they're more powerful than when they're not playing. So maybe they're kind of just like waiting him out until he retires, because you've been seeing a lot of this stuff happening more and more towards the tail end of LeBron's career than you saw it like when he was at his peak with popularity, power, and all of that, right? But LeBron fans, how y'all feel about this, man? They out here calling your man a B, bro. A B. Skip Bayless. And then he said it and then he laughed. And you know the worst part? Skip is saying or said what Draymond called him. Draymond was like, I had to go apologize and, tell him I shouldn't have said that. Skip ain't apologized for nothing. What you gonna do, run down on Skip Bayless? You 6'9", Skip, what, maybe 5'8", 7? I don't know how tall Skip is, 5'9" or whatever. You gonna run down on Skip Bayless and start putting the beats on him? I don't know what to say. I've never seen anything like this. And if people are doing this now by the tail end of his career, my God, what would they do and say when this guy's retired? What will they do? What would they say when this guy's not here? I'm not a LeBron fan at all, but damn, even me, I felt that. I felt it. Skip said it, then laughed. He chuckled at the end like, ha, ha, ha. Even the crowd was laughing. The crowd. Goodness Lord, man. LeBron out here catching strays, man. He out here. Jesus. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this, man. Do you think Rich Paul should come out and say something? Because that was wild disrespectful. You guys let me know. Catch you guys on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.